Hello, welcome to the Saturday morning board game show. Thank you guys for tuning in this morning, hanging out with us. We've got a plethora, is that a good word?
Plethora.
Awesome.
Yes,
Of games out on the table we're going to be playing.
I don't think that fits
Hopping back and forth.
in Wordle, though.
Nope, no.
Myriad.
Yeah.
Still too many.
Too many. Who's playing Wordle
If you
out
did
there?
it already, don't tell us. I have not done it.
I didn't do it today either.
You haven't done it.
Right,
Yeah, I shouldn't have brought it up.
Hang around till after the credits. We'll all do it together. We'll hang out and do that. Are we talking about Boba Fett afterwards too? Is that
Whoa,
Ryan
what's going
excited
on?
about
Wow, I haven't seen it.
All right, don't hang
me
out too
neither.
long.
I'm super behind.
Thank you guys for tuning in for our Saturday show. We do have a bunch of games to talk about. A lot of sponsors that we're excited to be able to share games with you guys about. We've got some stuff from the Good Game Company, from the Op. We've got an episode sponsor today. We're going to be looking at some puzzles, which is kind of cool.
Nice.
I think we're giving one away.
We sure are.
How are we giving that away,
So
John?
this is a really cool puzzle because it's Saturday morning cartoons, and obviously it's
Show.
Saturday morning. So what we want to know for all of those who are watching, and we'll remind you, is what is your favorite throwback Saturday morning cartoon? And for all of those who comment in our comment section, we're going to pick a winner and we're going to send the puzzle out to you. It's a White Mountain puzzle, and it's got all sorts of cool stuff in here. I got Scooby-Doo and Klondike Cat. I've never heard of Klondike Cat.
I haven't either.
Okay, I thought it
Yeah,
was just
you're not
me.
alone.
I got Mr. Magoo and the Alvin Show and the Fantastic Four and Davy and Goliath. I got all sorts of cool
Popeye.
stuff on
Now,
here.
you guys are working on a puzzle back there. Is that correct? Which one are you guys working on?
We are, so to go with the Saturday morning cartoons, we got cereals.
Cereal.
Saturday
Nice.
morning cereals.
We'll check in with them and get a close up and see what their progress looks like in a little bit. We're also going to be testing out another round of VG Shield. That's one of our other sponsors. Did I mention, who else did I leave out? I mentioned
Find a book.
Find a Book is coming. The Op, we're going to be looking at one of their games. Burnt Island games. So much in store for you guys today. I think we're pretty much ready to roll. I think Melvin has some stuff at the table for us. Let's head that direction.
Adios.
Hello. We are talking about a big box version of Colt Express.
Giant.
Giant.
Box. Big box.
Yeah, not only can Colt Express usually play up to like 6 or 7 players, the big box you can go all the way up to 9 players. If you're not familiar with Colt Express, what the game is, Melissa?
It is a programming game where you are all basically bandits trying to rob a train, and it has 3D train pieces that you're going to be putting out on the board. You each have a deck of cards, and you're going to be laying several cards for the actions that you want to take in the order, but everyone else is also doing that, so you might think you're going to move and then punch someone and then pick up some loot, but someone does something with their programming that really messes up your plan, and you're punching air, or you get knocked into a different car, so now there's no loot for you.
Yeah.
It's fun chaos is what I would call it.
Yes. I enjoy just running around the train trying to pick up the loot. But in the big box version, there are some expansions that were previously released. They're just added in. What expansions
So
are
we
in the big
have
box version?
horses and stagecoach, and each
let me show the
component
stagecoach.
of the box has a spot for different expansions and things, and it tells you on a sheet where to put everything.
Here's the stagecoach.
Very cool. And there's little
Oh, here's little horses.
meeples.
Horse peoples.
Yeah, your bandits can actually ride on them.
Cool.
And then there's also the Marshal and Prisoners expansion. So you can play as the Marshal, and
You can play as the marshal. Usually that's just like the NPC that's just running around and stuff. All right.
And then there's some new content. We have a new character,
New bandit.
a new bandit named Silk, and this bandit has options for what power you want. So there's a question mark there for the power, and there's 3 choices that you could choose for your power for Silk.
Cool.
But yeah,
The box has a spot for all the different train cars and all the cards, and of course you have all your bandit tokens, terrain to make it cool. The expansion goes in there, and then all the different characters that you can choose. So yeah, it all fits in there very well.
And it
little help sheet.
it has a big
that's kind of cool.
giant player aid that kind of goes with the thing, and in here it tells you where to put everything. And new rules and that sort of
So
thing.
if you're interested in Colt Express, if you've never tried it, well, now you have the big box version. If you like Colt Express You're going to want all the stuff that goes in it, plus some extra stuff. Check out Colt Express Big Box from Ludonot. I think we're going back to the couch.
Hey, so we've got Legendary Messiah Complex. It is the latest Marvel expansion to the game. My favorite game. It's a deck builder. If you know nothing about the game, definitely check out our video right now.
Your favorite game?
Favorite game. But then go check out how to play Marvel Legendary. We're just here to show you the expansion, not necessarily talk about the whole game itself. So let's jump into what this expansion brings. First off, you want to talk about those schemes, Larry?
Yeah, we got these new veiled scheme cards here. I probably just took them out of the camera, so you can't see them, but I'll put them back. They're veiled scheme cards, so you start off with a veiled scheme, and then on the card it has different kind of benchmarks you have to reach. And once you reach it, you get to shuffle these and bring out an unveiled scheme, which kind of throws a wrench in your plans.
Yeah, so they're all random. You don't know what it's going to be. In previous sets, they've had transforming schemes where it flips back and forth, but you know what it's going to be.
Right.
In this one, it's just random. It's like the mastermind sending you one path, and then all of a sudden, mid-game, bam, he decided to go a different direction.
Shuffle them up and flip it and never know what's going to happen.
Pretty cool. I like the fact that it's different. It's not just more of the same. It does something different to the game. I want to talk about the masterminds because they're pretty cool too. We've got Lady Deathstrike. She's probably the most recognizable, at least to me, as a more casual fan. But she has a nasty new ability in this set called Preying Upon the Weakest Person. So they're preying like a hunter. If she goes to one of you as a player, at the end of your turn, if you don't beat her, she makes you get 2 wounds, and the rest of the table discards 2 cards each. Oh. Very painful.
Ouch.
She doesn't look that tough at 8, but she's a lot of pain. Some other cool things that come in with this game are Shatter. Larry and I were talking about that. Might seem kind of OP. Basically, that just halves the cost of whatever the mastermind or the villain is. So Exodus here costs 32 to fight him.
Man.
Seems ridiculous.
Yeah.
But you can
is
shatter
ridiculous.
it, having it down to 16. You can shatter it again, down to 8. So pretty cool mechanic going on there. You've got some cool heroes here with Siren. I think she's probably my favorite so far. She's got some really cool things going on. You've got Warpath over here. He's part of the X-Force.
The strong guy.
The strong guy. Yeah, that's Larry incarnate right there. Larry in card form, I should say.
Right.
We've got multiple man.
I'll sign your cards. Let me know.
Shatterstar, Richter, the Stepford Cuckoos, and M round out the 8 heroes. They give you some special sidekicks, so if you have any sidekicks already, you add those into the game. And then, of course, your
Some new villains
down there. And they bring in a pretty cool mechanic called Clone. Some of the heroes also can clone, and that's basically if you recruit it, you get another copy of that same card, and that's really cool.
Nice.
You can really jump into the game early and start collecting a bunch of those heroes right away. Let's see, what else is different? There are some returning keywords like Chivalrous Duel. We've got on the Samurai group Larry has there. So you can only fight them with...
Can I be the samurais?
No, you can't be the
bummer.
samurais. I'm sorry.
So sad.
And then Investigate makes a return. If you don't know Investigate, you get to look at the top 2 cards of your deck, choose one that matches a certain condition, and put it into your hand. So really helpful stuff there. I'm a big fan of this set because it's not just more of the same. It's not just, hey, here's some more cards with more keywords. It actually gives you some different things, like the sidekicks, like the schemes. And one last thing I want to mention is Bastion, the Sentinel Mastermind here. You look at him and you're like, oh, it's 4 fight. Big deal. He's easy to fight.
There's a plus there, though.
But, yes, there is a plus. And that means for every Sentinel Mastermind, they get +1 for every Master Strike. All the Sentinel Masterminds get +1. When I read that, I was like, what? So you basically get Sentinel Masterminds whenever a strike hits that brings in a bystander, and that's a Mastermind. And then whenever you defeat one of his tactics, it becomes another Mastermind. So now you're looking at another one, and another one, and another one. And so you've got like 10 Masterminds sitting out there. Pretty cool. I like the stuff that this set does. If you're a Legendary fan, definitely check it out. It is a deluxe edition, which basically means it's 200 cards instead of 100. There's no like basic edition of Messiah Complex. It's all the special edition.
Only deluxe.
It's only deluxe. And it is a lot of fun. It's been a great addition to my collection. If you don't know the game, but you're a deck building fan and you like Marvel stuff, definitely go check out Marvel Legendary and check out Messiah Complex. This is its 27th expansion.
Get out of here.
I know. There's a ton of content for Marvel Legendary. Definitely go check it out. Upper Decks Marvel Legendary Messiah Complex. We going back to the table?
Back to
the Melvin table.
Hello, we're back here at the table, and now we have a new game called Kardashev Scale. This is from WizKids. This is a tableau building pyramid type game where you're trying to collect resources, get cards that are cost resources, and build your own tableau to beat the other player. But it uses a mechanism that's sort of like rock, paper, scissors.
So during the game, at the beginning of each round, players have a dial that has 4 different symbols on it, and you're going to choose one of those symbols depending on the type of resource you want to collect, or if you want to purchase a card.
I'll do it.
Everyone does this secretly, and then you reveal.
Okay.
And you're going to compare with your neighbors.
I
This
have red.
does play 2 to 6 players.
Two, all the way to 6 players.
Mhm.
Okay.
So I have blue, which is trade.
Oh, I have red.
Kevin has red. Let's put those up so people can
yes.
actually see
them.
them.
Thank you. Yeah.
And it says that blue
Beats red.
beats red.
Oh, you beat me.
So I would get resources. In a 2-player game, I would get 3. In a normal game, I would get 2.
I get nothing.
Kevin gets nothing because he lost. Now, say we did have a 3rd player.
Yeah.
Oh, you would still get nothing. And that player...
chose blue.
So we tie. So I would get 1 resource, and the
From-
blue player would also get 1
But
resource.
because you beat me, you would get 2.
So I would get a total of 3. This player would get a total of 3, and Kevin would still get nothing.
I just chose poorly.
You chose poorly.
Rock, paper, scissors. You gotta choose the right thing.
And then we would continue basically playing
So then,
rounds
can
like
you purchase
that.
something? Well, I'm sorry, you can't purchase anything
So
yet.
on a different turn,
Yeah.
I would need to choose the advance symbol.
And I could choose a different one, and I could beat, because when someone chooses an advanced symbol, you automatically beat that person for resources, so I could get resources! And then what happens for the
So
advanced?
everyone would get their resources, and then we would do the advance cards, and I can turn in resources basically to buy a card. I already have 2 of the planetary cards. If I want to buy a stellar card, I have to be able to place it on top of 2.
So you have to have good foundation. Gotcha.
So kind of building that pyramid, I can buy the outer system expeditions, and then kind of like how the market is in a pyramid, you would build your tableau in a pyramid type shape. You can keep going out with these cards, but I can't put a purple galactic card until I have at least 2 red cards, and I can't do another red card until I have at least another blue card. So you're not only thinking about the high level cards that you want, but you have to build out your basic cards.
What I find
first.
interesting about the game, and before we go any further, there's a full how to play video
Yes.
that Melissa's done on our channel. So if you want more in-depth, going from turn to turn and phases and all that, you can get a full how to play. This is just an overview. What I like about the Kardashev Scale game is all the cards have different powers and unique abilities. So when you are putting them in your tableau, they're activating at certain times to do certain things. I find that interesting in the game.
A bit of an engine building aspect. Some of them are going to give you benefits when you do certain things. Some of them are going to give you end game points, and some of them have just a automatic benefit when you buy it, a one-time thing. There are a couple that attack other people, so you just have to be aware of that.
Cool.
Nothing terrible, but a little bit of interaction there.
All right, back to the couch.
Well, hello, welcome back.
All right, first off, we got to talk about you guys' cartoon choices. Because
Yeah, what are you
They're
choosing?
terrible.
some of you are all right.
What are you choosing?
He-Man, X-Men, killing it on those ones. Good job.
Has anyone ever heard of Arabian Nights?
Arabian Nights. I've never heard of Roughneck Starship Troopers Chronicles. Is that a cartoon?
It's not on the box.
Definitely not on the box. I didn't see that. Super
Underdog.
high variance raids for the
Ooh,
galaxy.
Underdog.
Are these
yeah.
real things?
Underdog. You guys remember Underdog?
Come on.
Johnny Quest, Top Cat, The Roadrunner Show, The Jetsons, Wacky Racers.
Good
Races.
taste. Good taste.
These are Porky Pig Show.
Count Chocula. Wait a minute.
That's a
Are we
cereal.
just talking about cereals? That's over there.
There we go from
That is over
cereals.
there.
What happened?
Cool. All right. So what are we talking about actually on the table?
Just in case you didn't hear, if you comment your favorite throwback Saturday morning cartoon show, you'll be entered for a chance to win this puzzle from
If it's
White
a good
Mountain,
cartoon.
from one of our sponsors today. So that's why we were talking about it. So just as a reminder, comment your favorite cartoon. But right now, on our table in front of us, we're actually going to be talking about the Find It book from Old Man Games. So this is an actual, what would you call it? Like a Where's Waldo highlights?
Seek and find, right? Like highlights.
Yeah,
for sure.
way back in the day that you used to read.
Oh, highlights.
You remember highlights?
Oh man.
Those were in the doctor's office.
Dentist's office.
And then I'm doing highlights for sure, absolutely.
True.
But this is a book that one is going to actually be featured. It's got a lot of publishers' games featured in the book. So even though it's a Find It book, you're actually looking for a lot of game components. We've got it on the table here in front of us. And so why don't we do one together? Why don't we try to find the 7 black poker chips?
Ah, okay. I see how this is gonna
And you
work.
guys at home try to find one.
7 of
Try
them.
to 7 of them.
We need that arrow thing back.
All right, I see one here.
Yep, looking good. That's 1.
This is 1.
All right, I got one right here.
Okay, that's
2
2.
in the sand.
Another one in the
Oh,
sand.
we're killing
Okay,
it. That one's
3.
like hard to see. 3.
3.
Oh, what about down here?
4.
Another
Yep,
one in the
4.
sand.
4.
How many? There's 7?
7.
There's one right here.
Is that?
Oh, okay, we're at
yeah.
5. We're at 5.
Did we already count that one? Is that little tiny?
Oh, hello. No, I think we got that. That's 6. One more.
There's one more.
Help us out, audience.
I
Tell
don't
us where
know
to
what-
look. I don't even
what-
know.
Where is
All I'm seeing is G.I. Joes and Transformers. I need help on this poker chip action.
Absolutely.
What if this one counts? Wouldn't that be a terrible trick?
That would be a trick.
Oh man, I
And it
actually
would be
don't
terrible.
see-
At this point, I think we might have to count it if we can't find the 7th one.
So when does this go into Kickstarter?
Great question. Tell us, Ryan.
February 8th.
It's going
Right.
Wow.
Different than I thought it would.
February 8th. This will be coming to Kickstarter. This book will actually...
Those Hot Tuesdays.
Yeah, even though right now we only have a few pages of the book, which
Right, this
we'll
is like
turn
the example
We'll
version.
turn the page. The book is going to be a hardcover book, and it'll have over 20 pages actually available for you to kind of walk through. As you can kind of notice, see if I can do some of these upside down. So, like, this is a game piece from from Whistle Mountain.
Oh, good eye, good eye.
And there's all sorts of other things in here. This is Sonora.
Correct.
And we've got, man, we should do this on our next TikTok. This is tough.
Right, can you
To
name
Find
the
the game?
Name the game that
I
the
actually
component
don't
is
know
from.
the majority of these words.
This is super hard. But anyways,
Potion explosions.
yeah, Potion Explosion. Anyway, there's lots of game components in the Find It book. And again, that's coming to Kickstarter on February 8th from Old Man Games. So you can have lots of fun with your family, having a great time,
Now,
finding all
my
the game
hope would
components.
honestly be that I take my kids to the dentist
Okay.
6 months from now,
And
and
the
this book
game
is
is-
sitting there.
that's good.
That's what I hope. Listen,
pretty
you,
good.
you listening, all you dentists out there? All right, excellent stuff. So if you're interested in that, check it out on Kickstarter. And then I think we're ready to head back to the table to check out our puzzle.
We started this puzzle last night, and we are trying to finish by the end of the show. We have maybe 40 minutes.
Yeah, I think we can do it. We got it.
We are down to a lot of the pieces left are actual pieces of cereal, so it is very helpful that I have a great knowledge of all the different cereal types. But this puzzle has some retro boxes. It has some newer boxes. So my kids were very excited to see this. Like, this is what this used to look like? The cereal doesn't even look good on the box.
That is true. Graphics have come a long way.
They have. All right. So check back in a few more minutes, and you can see how well we're coming along with the puzzle.
We got this. We got this. Is that, are they
And we are
There-
going.
there's a-
Were they
They're
ready?
not ready
Okay,
yet.
you can watch us do
Okay,
a couple
you can watch
pieces.
us do a few pieces.
Yes, we're
Working
at. There you go. Cheerios, almost done.
Got Cheerios.
Let's see here.
Tricks. So one thing, and I have noticed that the older boxes definitely zoom in and makes the piece of cereal huge.
Oh yeah,
Like this Tricks box.
that is not the real size.
They're like humongous, and I was like, what kind of cereal is? Oh, that's Tricks. It's just so zoomed in. I couldn't tell what it was.
It's
Oh,
enlarged for
Signature
texture.
Stretch.
There you go.
I know that one. There are some random pieces of
Sorry,
checks.
excuse me. I think that one's mine.
Checks
And what's the publisher of the puzzle again?
This is White Mountain. So, it's a companion puzzle to the Saturday morning cartoons.
The pieces
That we
fit
all-
together really well. They're not difficult to, like, you don't have to force anything in.
No, it is tricky as there's some that do slide together. So this
Yeah.
is definitely not. Oh, Count Chocula! This is not
Oh, there we go. Lucky Charms.
easiest.
I don't remember the Lucky Charms bowl having a design on it.
I saw that it's got little
There.
little.
All right, and now we're going
clovers.
back
We're
to
gonna
the
go
table.
back to the table.
We're ready now.
That's right. We are looking at Not Your Ma's Zhang from Hasbro. They sent us the game free to check out. This is a fast-paced variant of Mahjong, sort of, but with cards instead of the little tiles.
Interesting.
So the idea is,
Tell me more.
and it's a little bit grandma themed. I am the Ma because I'm the oldest player.
Oh, sure.
In the sense that I've played the game once before.
Oh, okay, good.
And so I end up with one more card than the rest of the players. Otherwise, everybody has 10 cards and 10 tokens to start with. And on your
These are
turn,
funny cards. I'm already
you-
liking them.
you play a card, or you draw a card and play a card. Except for the very first turn, Ma just discards a card. So here, I'll discard Pride. And the goal is to
Oh, proud of you, great
make...
kids.
Yeah, make... There's also like love and guilt.
And guilt. Grandma
The goal
guilt
is to
the
make
worst.
3 sets of 3 and 1 pair. A set can either be 3 of a kind or a run of the same color that's all consecutive numbers.
So, I'm assuming
So
you have-
you're going to draw a
play
card.
right here.
Yeah, so you're going to draw a card
Okay.
and add it to your hand and then discard a card.
And if I discard it, am I trying to make it match?
No.
Okay, well, I made it match.
Then, if you see a card that's been discarded, you can steal it before the next person draws a card to either complete a set or complete your last pair to end the round. So that doesn't complete anything for me, so I'm going to draw one.
So, trick take or set collection.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
and
Has to
I'll
be-
discard, and you're supposed to say what it is. It's a blue 1.
Oh, I'll take a blue one.
So you say, I'm stealing, but only
I'm
to complete
stealing.
a set
Oh,
or
JK.
complete a pair. You
Not
can't
complete-
just
a
take...
pair. Wait, what's it? Just 2? 3.
Complete a set of 3 or complete your final pair and finish. So you can't do the pair unless
Nope, I'm
you're
just drawing a
finishing,
card.
finishing.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about runs? Can we do runs? Probably not.
A run of 3?
Can you?
Yep.
Oh, I'm in there.
Did you discard a card?
About to get rid of love. None of this love or pride.
Yeah, you
for
don't
your
want
grandma.
love. Oh, I got love too. Should have.
Okay, so
Shuffle better.
if I have a run of 3, I can play it. Do I draw? and then play
No,
it?
you want to hold on to the run of
Oh,
3
I'm playing it all at the same time.
until
I'm paying attention now.
the only time you would play it is if you stole to complete the 3. So you can steal to complete a 3. You place the 3 down. You can steal to complete a 2, but only to finish the round after you've already gotten 3 sets of 3 and a pair. I don't actually know the rules for regular Mahjong, but I'm sure it makes sense if you played regular. So go ahead and draw.
Usually you're playing tiles, right? That's what I'm
Yeah,
playing.
yeah.
Okay. Look, don't cheat. But look at my cards. If
Okay.
I play that and that,
That is 2 sets.
Okay,
so you
that
need
seems
a
good.
3rd set.
thirds here I go. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm feeling pretty good.
Oh, no,
Can-
that's not what I want. And I don't want guilt. So go ahead.
Definitely don't want
You have to
guilt.
call it out when you...
I feel like as a grandma, can I play longer than a 2?
Oh, some of them have great... the idea is the...
Bingo.
Heyo. The designers of the game, they got married and had 2 grandmothers. One was Jewish and one was Chinese. Couldn't speak each other's languages, but they
could
both
play-
knew Mahjong.
Oh, nice. Bringing
Yeah.
the world together. Over.
All right, I'll get rid
Grandma's
of
drawing.
this 3 of green.
I'm gonna draw a card and win.
So there's a lot of grandma illustrations. Like here's some grandmas in the spring. There's grandma food.
I've got some dumplings that I'm enjoying over here.
Yeah. Oh, a red 6. I
You want a red
almost
6?
need that.
I need a red. If you have a red 3, throw that red 3.
No, I don't have one.
Oh shucks.
But I'll get rid of this red green 4.
Oh nope. Thanks anyway. This does feel like a game that I would play with my grandma, and she would thoroughly enjoy it. I'll have to invite my grandma over to play.
I've got a lot going on in this hand, but
Me
nothing
too.
useful. A winter.
No, I don't do that. So, assumedly, I would draw the right card.
Yeah, eventually you're
and
going to
then
draw
I
the
would
right card.
play 3. Wow, I thought I had a 4. Maybe I threw it away. I thought I had 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I have 1, 2, 3.
Here, let's make a winning hand.
What would my final set be? I would just have to play 2 matching cards?
Yeah, so you need 3 sets of 3, and then a pair. So here's a pair of green 6s.
1, 2, 3.
We'll put this 3, 4, 5 of red.
Oh, killing it. 3, 4, 5 of red.
Here's 3 1s.
3, 1. Oh, I got so many matches.
And then another set.
And then I would win.
Another run, yeah. So you'd need all 4 of those things. 3 sets of 3 and 1 pair. And then when you win the round, depending on if you won the round by drawing a card from the deck or stealing, you get different amounts. So if you stole a discarded card, everybody has to give you one of their 10 tokens.
I definitely stole a discarded card.
The Maw has to give you double that.
The Maw.
If you won by drawing one, you get 2 tokens, and the Maw has to give you 4. So you start out with 10. Once one person runs out of tokens, the game ends. Or if you keep going back and forth, once 8 rounds, I think for 4 players, the game ends. And then just whoever has the most tokens wins.
So I don't feel like it feels very Mahjong-ish, but I do feel like it plays like
Yeah,
a
it's
game
pretty
that I would
fast-paced.
similarly
Yeah.
play in that genre. So I like it.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Cool.
So check it out. It's from Hasbro, not your Mahjong. Are we ready back at the table?
We are.
Let's go back to the table.
Melissa and I are looking at Dog Lover from AEG. You may be familiar with Cat Lady. This has slightly new mechanics, and it has to do with dogs. So let's jump in. So we each have a dog that knows one trick so far. So on your turn, you will select one of the tricks that your dog knows. So right now, all my dog knows how to do is sit. And you will look at the grid that's out, and you will, on your card, it has a polyomino type shape, and that's the cards that I will get to take into my hand. So I will figure out, you're allowed to rotate, but you're not allowed to mirror your card. So I actually want this row here, so I would select this. There is a watchdog here, and you're only allowed to take 1 card from the row or column that the watchdog is looking in. So I'd be allowed to take this. I want to take this one because there are adoption papers in this one, and there is a rescue shelter over here. So right now, Ichabod, Bailey, and Bear are available to be adopted. And if I can get another adoption paper, I don't have one yet. I can adopt a dog. Now, you have to make sure that you can feed all of your dogs by the end of the game. So you're going to want to pick up, as you can see, there's some food. The dogs are picky. They like certain types of food. So you have to make sure you have certain types of food. There are bones. So if you only get 1, your dogs aren't going to be happy. It's negative points, but if you can get more than 1 per dog, they will all be very happy dogs. There are toys in the deck, so you can get some unique toys, and then you can also teach your dog some new tricks. So there are cards that allow you to get some more trick cards, and those can be added, so then you have a greater choice the more tricks that you learn throughout the game. And then you can also spend any of your cards. So I did that, new cards would come out. And then on your trick card, there's a little asterisk, and that tells you where the guard dog is, or watchdog is going to move to. So I chose this column, and the asterisk is at the top, so the watchdog's going to be looking this way.
So basically on my turn, I don't want to take that column because I would only get 1 card instead of 3 or multiple cards. So I could take this column to get some stuff, and then the dog would move to the front of that column.
Ooh, training?
Right? And are these cubes actually food?
Yes, so that's how you mark that you've gotten.
And is there a hand limit?
There is no hand limit, but you can just, there's no limit on how many cards you can spend on a turn either. So if you have stuff that you can play, you might want to play down some, like I got a Frisbee and a leash, so I might play those down. I'll need to get a dog adopted at some point, so I have some more stuff to dogs to feed and all that. So, but yeah, you are trying to get these cards that you need to be able to fulfill and make sure all your dogs are happy and fed, and you can collect sets of toys and items that you need, like leashes. But then also, obviously, the more dogs you can get, the more opportunities you have for points. So you just have to be able to feed all of your family.
Don't take more dogs than you can feed.
Do not become the crazy cat lady that can't take care of everything. All right, and then you go through the whole deck, actually, and then once you get to the last card, you'll go ahead and score. There's a little nifty score pad in here.
Yeah, and it looks like the cards have, it tells you if you use it for 2+, 3+, 4+.
Yeah, I didn't pull out, but there are starting cards that are different. I ended up giving us the same one. There's stay and sit, and handshake and roll over.
Yeah, so these ones you're getting more cards,
Yes.
I guess, because there's...
Yes, so the starting ones are very limited. These are the very basic tricks that your dog might be able to do. Once they get more advanced, and you can get, you'll be getting 4 or even 5 cards on one turn on that. So, this, I believe, did it just come out?
I believe, yes.
Yes,
It,
maybe this
Pre-orders.
weekend.
Pre-orders are
Pre-orders.
available for
Yes.
Dog Lover from AEG, just came out available.
So if this looks like something you're interested in, head to AEG's website and get a pre-order copy up now. Headed to the couch.
On the couch, we're looking at Bowl Donkey from the Good Game Company. This is the Shake It or Fake It game.
Okay.
This is basically a liar's dice type of game. However, they've sophisticated it up a little bit because Jack has a suit on, so you know it's going to be classy. In the game, you've got a bunch of different components. You've got this sand timer that is like a 2-minute sand timer. It's
Okay.
a long
It's the
one.
largest sand timer I've ever seen.
Right,
It
you
looks
got,
pretty good,
you
though.
got all day. In the game, you are going to take these 3 dice and place them into your nice little martini dice shaker, which you'll put the lid on, and then you'll place the cap on top. And in the game, basically all you're doing is shaking your little dice.
Yeah.
I get to peek inside, which I can see. Can you see in there? Probably not. Where's it at? Camera, can't find it.
Down.
Okay, almost get the right angle. Backwards, reverse looking at it. Only I can see what I rolled in here.
Okay.
And these tokens are going to come out on the board. And basically they're 1 through 10. And I'm going to tell you have to pick one person to target. Larry, I have rolled, there's 3 dice in here. I have rolled a 1. If you believe me,
Just
then
one
something
one?
happens. If you think I'm lying, something else happens.
Liar.
Incorrect. I was telling the truth.
Ah!
I didn't tell you what the faces of the dice were, so that helps for the first round of the game. I rolled 2 zeros and a 1. I feel like one of them moved a little
Wait,
bit.
there's
Yeah,
2
wait.
ones.
And so, because you didn't believe me,
That's
I
a
would,
100.
Oh, it's a 100. I would get to claim the 1 token.
Okay.
And basically, all we're doing is trying to collect all 9 of these tokens. Go ahead, Larry, give it a roll.
Oh.
I want to go next. Hold on. Am I adding them up
Yes, add up the total value.
and say I rolled 8 or something?
Right. So you're trying to collect as many tokens as you can get.
Yeah.
If you at whatever point you're going to want to try to steal my 1, so you're going to want to claim that you rolled a 1 to steal it from me.
You can steal?
You can.
Oh my Lanta.
What? So I can lie about what's
You
in
can. You have to pick a person. You have
Okay.
to actually target somebody.
Hold on, but what happens if you guys call me out?
If you trick us,
And they get-
you get the token.
Whatever.
If we
token
call
I
your
say.
bluff, we get the number that
and
you
is
say.
it numbers on the tokens or I just want tokens?
It's the number on the token. So whatever number you claim is which token you're going to get.
Well,
Yes.
I rolled.
Liar.
I rolled 0.
0. Oh gosh. Gotta be
there's
lying.
no zero
Gotta be
here.
lying. 3 zeros? He did. He rolled 0.
3 zeros.
All right, now I failed to tell you one rule.
Now
of the
there's
whole
no
game.
zeros. I'm sorry, you don't get
There
any
is no
tokens.
0 token. You do always have to lie on 0. What are the chances that you would roll that?
Oh. I was wondering. I was like,
but
man,
I don't
that
see a
stinks.
0. This is hard. Yeah.
Plus,
The
I
dice-
didn't want 0 points.
Right,
I
right.
was like, oh, stink.
It's not really the point value, it's the number of
lost it.
tokens that you get, but you gotta be able to claim as many as you can.
Woohoo! I rolled
Who are you targeting?
Jonah.
Okay.
I rolled a 4.
No. Liar. No. No chance.
What do you mean?
No.
Ah,
The Like,
There's
lying
3.
at the beginning is not the most. Like, it's so easy to tell the truth. Where's my little cat?
I don't know.
You
I
drop
lost it. Yeah.
Oh no! I'll pretend like I didn't lose it. All right,
It's somewhere in Bunnyland.
Larry. I rolled a 4.
Lie.
I was lying that time.
Ah!
I rolled a 5, so you actually get the 5, I believe.
He would get
You
the
called
5.
my bluff, right? So
Oh,
now
you
he's
guys-
got 2 tokens.
You guys are.
I'm winning
Sand
already.
timers.
If I had
set
no
up plenty of
tokens.
time.
Winning already.
You gotta get that. You gotta do the long.
Larry, I rolled 3.
Sure, why not?
Cool. Appreciate you.
Give me
I
something
feel like I might have
good.
just got skipped. Maybe I went before there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're going this
Oh,
way.
or this way.
Come on.
So over the course of the game, you would play until you. I mean, at some point, these are all going to be in front of us.
Yep.
And so then the only way to get the things is to look at the person's token that you want, bluff
Oh,
that
you
you
have to
got
say
their
that
thing, or tell
number.
the truth, and then start stealing them. And then when the timer runs out, it ends, and whoever has the most tokens wins the game. So it's a quick 2-minute game.
I won.
You can play with. I think it probably has a player count on here, but you could pretty much play it with any number of people. It says 3 to 6, but
Whoa,
you can play
wow.
with 9 if you fight over it. It would be totally fine.
Very cool.
That is from the Good Game Company. I think it's available at Barnes & Noble. You can pick it up there or on their website. And yeah, pretty cool stuff. Bull Donkey. Oh, I forgot. You are supposed to say Bull Donkey if you don't believe somebody. So instead of them lying,
That's
like, you're
Bull
lying.
Donkey.
Exactly. Bull Donkey. All right, back to the table.
Welcome back. We are looking at Not Alone Sanctuary. It's an expansion to the original Not Alone game from Stronghold Games. This is for a number of players. I don't actually know. What is it, like 8?
But you are alone.
Ryan, you are
Oh,
alone.
that's right.
Oh no.
So, no, it's 7 players because it's 1 versus many. So one player is playing as kind of the environment, the monsters that live aboard this alien planet, and they're trying to hunt these shipwrecked or space shipwrecked survivors of a spaceship wreck. And the idea is the players each have one of 5 location cards to start with, right in here, and then they will play one of those cards, and the hunter will hunt them with his token. He'll try to guess which card they played, and then they reveal, and you get to see whether or not they were on the same space. If they weren't on the same space, the hunted survivors get to take the space's action, but if they were, they lose some of their willpower. They have 3 willpower to start with, and these tokens move towards finishing the game. So if the monsters get their purple token to this star space, they win. But if the hunted survivors get their blue token to the star space, they win because they get rescued. And every round, this advances 1 space, but they have a few actions they can do to advance it further. One of the things they can do by going to certain locations is get additional cards. So they only have the 5 to begin with. They can gain the 6 through 10 to have additional choices and make it harder for those monsters hunting them. So that's the base game. In the expansion, it adds a bunch of stuff to make it a little more complicated, but kind of shake things up so it's not quite as straightforward. Because I've played the base game a little bit, where you can kind of really dominate as the hunter if things go quite right. But this shakes things up a little bit, puts more uncertainty in there. So there are new 6 through 10 cards that go with the new rules, so you have to incorporate those. There's an entirely new track for this sanctuary that comes out. This is like a floating city that goes throughout the different locations. Every round it'll move 1 space, and by going to this space, they can advance this defense track, and if they advance the defense track to a star, the hunted survivors can win that way as well. How they advance that space is they have to go to the location that it's on, and if they have any survivor cards, they can turn those in to advance an additional space. To get the survivor cards, they have to go to the locations that are adjacent to it, and there's these survivors that they can grab. I think there's 2 available at any one time, and they have different abilities on them that'll let them draw bonus cards that they can play or new locations, prevent things from the monster grabbing them, that sort of thing. But then they get an immediate ability by drawing the card, and then if they go to the sanctuary, they can turn them in to have that advance faster. Everybody that's a survivor also has one of these variable player power abilities.
And that comes with the expansion?
With the expansion, that lets them do something special, so that they can feel like they're unique, which is cool. I think they added some new hunter cards and survival cards as well. There's a whole new deck of evolutions because the monster is advanced. So the monster starts out with some of these evolution cards, and they work every round to try to gain, I think these are DNA tokens, that they can turn in. Like this carnivorous card costs 3, and then I can just keep putting additional DNA on here to move my assimilation counter further forward and end the game faster. So that's something that the hunted survivors are going to try to not stimulate. I don't know the word. They're going to try to
keep you from doing
stymie, so that I can't do that. And then there's additional. Everybody has a little card that lets them know what happens when different things occur when they go on the different tokens and what phase they're in. Well, there's an entirely new card to help them through the expansion. There's an additional phase there, and what happens when they go to the sanctuary. So that is the sanctuary expansion to Not Alone. It adds some additional complexity if you got a little bit bored with the original Not Alone. Still a great game, and the expansion definitely adds to it, so check it out. Are we ready back at the couch?
And I'm leaving you alone.
Oh.
Melissa's going to join us over here.
For Jurassic Park.
That's right, she's the Jurassic Pro. Before we get into the game, I was just going to do a little start of a demonstration. Mm-hmm. We've got our BG Shield on the table now. My understanding is that this just went on sale yesterday. For the first time ever in the history of the world, you can buy BG Shield, which is a additive, I don't know what the word is for it, but it's an application that you can put onto your box, which I just applied a little bit to this box, and it waterproofs or I think technically you have to say party proofs your games by making cardboard invincible to things. I'm a great salesman for this, as you can tell. So I've applied it to the surface of this box. We're going to let it dry just a little bit while we play the game, and then we're going to try pouring some authentic dinosaur blood onto our game in just a little bit and see what it looks like. Are there comments? Other things. BG Shield, check it out, bgshield.com, and you can get your own package of this. We did this on our show last time. We poured a bunch of different things on a copy of Cape May, repulsed them all. So we'll see if we can do the same thing for Jurassic Park. But I think we're going to give it a shot right now and play around. Jonah, tell us how to play the game while we let our BG Shield dry.
Yeah, I can totally tell you. Who else playing? How many players do we have?
I'll
4.
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here.
So first, everyone actually gets a hand of these cards,
That's right.
and they're actually dinosaurs with numbers on them. It goes 1 through 6, if I'm not mistaken.
Hannah will want purple.
Okay.
I absolutely want purple.
Take whatever color you need, Melissa. Everyone gets one of these cards, and then this is a Jurassic Park Bid to Win trivia game by the Op. So what's going to happen during the game is that one of us is going to roll the die. It's over there by Melissa, so we'll let her do it.
It is a 2.
She rolled a 2. She's going to take a trivia card from our stack.
Okay.
She's going to read the question aloud, and it's a Jurassic Park theme question, and also tell you what movie the question's from.
Okay.
Number 2.
All right. Number 2. What does Dr. Ian Malcolm say when the mother T-Rex comes to rescue her child in the Lost World?
Okay. In the Lost World, which is movie number 2, right? Lost World?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Oh, Wilt's going to miss. He doesn't even know what movie it is.
This is correct.
And the question is, one more time, what does Dr. Ian Malcolm say?
When the mother T-Rex comes to rescue her child.
Okay, and then what we have to do as the players is we have to take one of the cards in our hand and put it face down on the table. Now, if you match the number with any other player, you both are eliminated. You don't have any
get to
chance
guess.
to answer the question. And then
Perfect.
all
What number
numbers
did you
that
put?
are left on the table, because they didn't match, the person with the highest number is the person who gets to answer first.
All right,
Okay.
so
In that order.
6 would go
6 is
before.
the highest.
Goes
Correct.
before 1. You got it.
Right, reveal.
Reveal
6.
4.
I'm
Two.
going first. Here we go. He
Okay.
said, "Oh, bloody T-Rex-tastic." Is that correct?
So you get to check on the back of the card to see if he said, "Oh, bloody T."
Definitely not correct.
Definitely
Oh,
not
I do remember that. I remember
Not
it's not.
correct.
It's
So
not.
then
How do you know? I didn't even say it.
Well, we know that wasn't. We know that wasn't right. So then you pass this to the next person, which I think is me. I think I put a 4.
4. Yep.
And
What do you think he said?
that he said, "Great heavens." I'm gonna
It's
go with
really
that.
not different than mine.
I'm gonna go with that's a wrong answer. So then I
Uh-oh.
pass it
To me.
to Melissa.
I'm a 2. Mama's here.
That's pretty close, actually. Mommy.
Not correct.
wait.
So then Hannah,
I didn't
those
say
cheating.
words.
So then
I
Hannah
forgot she
gets
still
a
got the guess.
choice.
Yeah. Mommy's here.
That's what she said.
Mama's got looks.
Okay.
No.
For you guys at home, before we
did you
tell you
get
the
it?
answer,
What's
put it
your
in the
comments?
comments if
Did
you
you
know.
already
Read
get
the
it?
question one more time for him.
The question is, what does Dr. Ian Malcolm say when the mother T-Rex comes to rescue her child in the
this
Lost
is-
World?
this
Who
is
was
from
it,
movie
Jeff?
number 2.
Somebody was helping me. Like, they had every answer right.
Yeah, so
We
if you
did
want to
one
see a
point.
full playthrough of this game, we actually did that very recently on our channel about maybe a week or 2 weeks ago, where we played an entire round of the game. It was very exciting because I
Gadzooks.
self-proclaimed that I was going to answer 0 of these questions correct, and I got off to a very early lead.
Oh, someone did got it.
Hack's got it.
He
Congratulations.
did get
Hack.
it.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Mommy's very angry.
Mommy
Ah.
David and
David
angry.
came
Okay.
real close too. With
Cool.
Mommy's
If
angry.
one of us would have gotten the question correct, what we would have been able to do is take a magnet of our color and place it on the scoreboard that actually is on the underside of the box. And then I think there's 4 or 5 or 6 spaces in there.
Correct 5. Yep.
5 spaces, and then the first person to answer 5 questions correctly is the winner, and that's how you play Jurassic Park Bid to Win trivia game.
All right, I think we got to try one more, and then if the winner gets
Okay.
to squirt stuff on the box.
No problem. So that card that you played has to
Okay,
stay down.
Yeah, so it's
So-
out of your hand
so-
now. So I
Out of your
can't bid
hand.
first anymore. I actually lost that privilege.
Oh.
However,
Alright.
I mean, I can bid a
At
5.
least you've
and
actually
hopefully-
seen the movies. So.
You haven't seen the movie?
I have not watched a single Jurassic Park movie, but I have ridden the ride at Universal.
I mean, that's like 50%.
Does that count?
And you know the names of at least 5 dinosaurs.
I know Blue is a raptor, right?
Maybe,
Raptor?
yeah. I think that's
those
correct.
are from the new movies, right?
Right, this might be only the first 3.
These are the
but
first. These
that's
are
all
the
right.
OGs.
Hey, I don't.
Oh no.
What's our-
Oh,
we roll
well,
a dice?
does that need to be our
Huh?
stuff that we watch on Saturdays
No,
now?
dinosaurs freak me out. I think they're terrifying.
All right, so
Don't, just ignore her.
I rolled a
We love dinosaurs.
I rolled a 3.
Okay.
But
Roll 3.
we'll see. When Dr. Ellie Sattler tells Dr. Alan Grant that he is the best, Dr. Grant responds that he is the last of my blank. This is from Jurassic Park 3. Not all of them are quotes, so sorry, both of these have been quotes.
Ready.
I'm ready. Melissa's actually thinking about an answer. I'm just thinking about something funny to say.
Flip them.
Melissa's like, I've seen this movie. The
Oh,
we're
two
out.
You've
fives.
got 2
We're
fives.
out.
You're out. No funny answers for you. And I get to go first. He said,
He,
"You're the best," and he responded, "I'm the last."
so he responded that he, Dr. Ellie Sattler, I believe,
Okay.
the last of my.
He's the last of his.
Oh, I'm not sure what the he is referring to. Whether it's referring to
Could be referring
himself
to a dinosaur itself.
or referring to the other
Person.
person.
Last of his.
Mohicans.
No. I gotta say kind. I have to say kind, right?
Can be. Species.
It's not kind.
Okay.
Okay,
Hannah?
graduating class.
All right, those at home, do you know when Dr. Ellie
Wait,
Sattler
check.
tells Dr. Alan
They all
Grant that
guessed
he is the best? Dr. Grant
Yeah.
responds that he is the last of my. I would say that's a synonym. The exact word is last of my breed.
Breed.
Species. That was
So
the
species,
Oh,
kind.
Charles
they
got
all-
it. Way to go,
Hey,
Charles.
good work,
Yeah.
Charles.
Yeah, I don't like
Where
these.
was-
We
where
have to
was
have the word exactly
Yeah,
right.
like some of
That's
them
too
are
difficult.
what movie
I mean,
is
unless you've seen it and
shown.
then you remember the quote.
What movie is shown on Dennis Nerdy's computer screen when he is arguing with John
Oh,
Hammond?
I did see that. What is it? Ah, it's
I
been
don't
so
know.
long. I need to just go rewatch
Not
that.
nerdy.
What?
Nedry.
Oh,
As
sorry.
a nerdy person,
Yes.
it's Nedry.
It is Nedry.
Nedry.
Sorry. There was the, I switched the R and the D there.
Actually.
Nerdery.
Yes, I love that.
Anybody know?
Too
I
good.
don't know. What movie?
Somebody else type
I'm only
movies.
guessing.
Yes.
I don't know. Mighty Ducks.
Jaws.
Jaws.
Makes perfect sense.
You know.
I remember now.
I was
I
like,
think it's even the scene where he's like standing on the boat.
get my 80s back.
Okay.
I was like, what movie would have been popular?
Mighty
So-
Ducks. I like Mighty Ducks.
Any of us?
Yeah,
get a-
nobody won. So
No, we didn't get
we
it.
all just have to do it
Do
apparently.
you want to spill things and make a mess like your toddler does?
I do
Practiced.
Okay.
not want to use ketchup. Fun fact for all
Hey,
those
this
who
isn't
are,
ketchup. This is dinosaur blood.
for all
It's
those
good.
who are watching at home. Fun fact: I dislike ketchup a lot.
Really?
Can't-
I mean, I feel like you
can't-
should have to do it
can't-
now.
I can't do it. One time,
I'm gonna need you to take one big.
so I've
ballot.
got 2 older brothers, and so as you can probably
All right,
imagine,
where's the
growing up is a little crazy with 2 older
Camera
brothers.
right
So one
there.
time they held me down
No.
and poured
Just
ketchup
like this?
in my hair, and I've been
Don't move it too much. I'm getting ready to
traumatized
squirt.
since.
So when we have like
Here you
Tantrum
go.
House trivia,
Gotta go.
what's the one?
Ah, it's gross.
It does look pretty
It
gross
does
right now.
look really nasty.
Oh, and Jonah runs away.
Come back, Jonah. Smear it in a little bit.
No,
So,
thank you.
I stopped
Take a
my.
lick.
I had a steady squeeze going, and then I dropped it.
Oh.
Oh. All right.
Do we have anything to wipe it
It
off
does
with?
look like no. It's just got to
You
stay
gotta
on
lick
there.
it.
Does it come off?
So this actually probably looks even more impressive when you just use like liquid, because the liquid, like if you pour a glass of something on here, it just stays right on the surface. And I've seen a demo where they put like the BG shield on one half and not the other half, and when you pour a drink across it, it like beads up all the way across and then immediately hits the dry spot and just goes and sucks into the board, which is pretty slick. So let's try a single wipe, see what we get.
Ooh, on the
I should
table.
have applied BG shield to my table.
I was trying to remove the cards
Good
so
idea.
they're not anywhere near the cards.
It got in
Just
there.
in case.
It got in the
Dino
crack as well.
attack. Dino
Now it's in there
attack.
forever. I'm glad I moved my topper first before we ruined everything. I actually just had a great question from somebody yesterday who said, "Can you apply this to your game topper?" Which I don't actually know the answer to.
We're asking.
But we sent a message to the creator, and we'll see what he says, because that would be great if you could
If
spray
not,
it on.
that's the next
and-
prototype.
Yeah,
Oh, that's-
exactly.
Where's the spray version next?
Right, gotta be.
Like the Scotch guard.
So, I mean, as you can maybe tell from this camera angle, I don't know if you can.
It's
From now on, Jonah has to draw with ketchup.
Oh, good idea.
I feel like when we have Tantrum House like trivia
Alright.
night, that's definitely a question.
BG
need to remember
Shield.
that.
I believe he does have samples that he's willing to give
Yeah,
out
I think
of
so.
BG Shield if people want to try it out first.
BGShield.com.
I
At
can see-
BGShield.com.
I can see only the slightest of whatever, and I think it's just because I haven't really dried it off yet. But I can't tell. I mean, there's no warping, there's no wet stains or whatever. So
Jonah's so
Seems-
far away.
As far from
come
the
on back,
ketchup
Jonah.
Here, you
as
can put your-
possible.
I think I might just retreat to the kitchen to clean the rest of this
Alright,
off, because
put your
yeah,
mess.
it does look terrible. The whole bloody wad of it was a
There-
good Jurassic combination for sure.
Dino attack, definitely.
Excellent. And so we're leaving it on there as we wrap up the show. We of course need to tell you about Tantrum Con. We need to do a giveaway, and I'm sure there's other things too.
We
Does
need to
everybody
go
want to
back
pull
to the
stuff
puzzle.
back in? Are we going back to the puzzle? What's going
back
on?
to the
Go see it. Did we
puzzle.
finish it? Did we do it? Go
We
look.
have like 5 pieces left.
Go head that direction.
We are back.
We have 6 pieces left.
Six
Six.
pieces.
There
All
you go.
right,
And
I got
know,
one.
I know where they go.
All right. I put one there with corn checks
Corn checks?
It is
Checks?
Count Chocula's body.
over the corn checks.
Yes.
Very nice.
I have Cookie Crisp. Not one of my favorites.
Cookie crisp.
Cookie Crisps are okay.
In the comments, let me know how
Like-
many Count Choculas you see on this board. There's a lot.
Oh, and did we mention the shirts are for...
We have our Tantrum Con 2020 shirt.
2022 shirts.
2022, yeah.
We
Not
can go
2020.
back to 2020, but most people don't want to go back there. That year. One thing I do like about this White Mountain Puzzles is they give you a printout of a copy of what the box cover is, which I like, so more than one person can sort of see the box cover. I think that's really good. All right, last piece.
Silly rabbit tricks are for kids.
There is the cereal White Mountain puzzle. And what do we have here?
This is the Saturday morning cartoons.
From White Mountain. We are picking a random winner from those who have chatted with us today. And I believe...
The winner is David P.
David Pease! Congratulations. Send your mailing address to Sarah
S-A-R-A
at tantrumhouse.com.
Look at that. One wipe and paper towel, and I'm blood-free and ketchup-free.
What about your mat?
That's a different story.
We
We're
didn't
going to go
have the
apply
mat.
it to the whole table.
And see what
and
happens?
we'll be ready for next time. Alright, so if you haven't gone to TantrumCon.com, look at these cool shirts that you could get. TantrumCon is, did you already say this? February 24th through the 27th. It's the end of this month. We would love to hang out with you guys in person.
Charlotte,
Fantastic.
North Carolina.
I know some of you guys are coming. I've actually gotten messages from you. I super appreciate that. Saying like, hey, my YouTube name is da-da-da. And I just want to let you know my real name so we can connect at TantrumCon.
Yeah.
My real name is.
My real name is not Best of the Star Trek Lands of the Tzolk'ins. Yeah, good
Tolkien
stuff.
Forever.
One of those. I think maybe all three of the names that I just combined have told me that they're coming.
That's
so.
awesome.
Very cool.
Pretty cool. If you're not coming, make plans right now. There's
We are
still
super excited to play games with
still
you.
room for you guys. It'd be fantastic. All right, have a fantastic Saturday.
Our
See you
next
guys.
live show is Thursday night. Join us then.
Bye.
Yeah, sorry.
Will talking.
It's just me here at the couch. Did you hang around? You didn't let it long off, right? So I think Ryan's gonna come over because we got to talk a little Boba action. If you have not watched the Boba Fett, the new TV show that's on Disney Plus right now, you should like log out now because we're gonna obviously talk about some spoilery stuff. I'm gonna drill Ryan on all the secret information behind the scenes that I didn't know.
Yeah, I don't know if I know all that.
No pressure. And so first off, just give me. We're on like episode 6, right? And we
Yeah,
watched
episode
6
6, I
episodes.
think there's just one left.
A final episode.
Yeah, hopefully Boba Fett's in it.
So the best 2 episodes of the whole season.
Yeah.
He's not been in it at all. Has there even been like a cameo shot?
Well, he was mentioned in episode 5, and then there was like a, I don't know, 45
Round
second
table
scene,
recap
where
or something?
they were all around the war table, and he was like, now we have enough enforcers, we need foot soldiers.
Right.
And then the Mandalorian was like, I think
I'll
I know
hook
what
you
I
up.
can do.
Right.
Yeah.
Was that the ending?
And that was it.
Yeah.
No, that was in the middle.
Oh, it was in the middle?
Yeah, yeah.
Did he go find foot soldiers? I assume he's recruiting.
He's
who's
trying to recruit the Mos Pelgo.
The Sand People
folks.
is where he showed up, right? Giant skull on top of.
No, that's on top of the
tank
Jawa.
thing. Yeah,
Sandcrawler.
Jawa. Yeah. So is he recruiting them? That's
I don't think so. I think he just drove
right?
by there's like,
Just on his way.
these Jawas have the Krayt Dragon skull now.
Right, which was cool.
Yeah.
It's the
And then
size of the entire
He's trying to
vehicle.
recruit the Mos Pelgo folks.
Yeah.
So
All right, so tell me your thoughts on the deepfake technologies.
I thought it was a lot better
I
than
agree.
the Mandalorian episodes.
I was
with
actually
Luke
thoroughly
and-
confused. I had no spoilers going into it. As I was watching it, I thought I seen some meme on wherever
Yeah.
that was like they're gonna hire this guy who looks like,
Oh, Sebastian Stan.
Yeah.
The Winter Soldier.
and I was like, is this him?
Yeah,
I was like,
thought- I wondered
I can't
if it
tell what
was.
I'm looking at.
It was really good, and then there was moments where I was like, that doesn't look like Luke at all, and there was others where I was like, oh, that is Luke,
Right,
definitely.
right.
And then from like a distance, he kind of looked shorter and stouter, you know,
Right, a
thicker.
little-
than
yeah, a
him.
little
And then
different.
other times I was like, oh, it's exactly on. So it was pretty good.
Luke was a lot better. I agree, David.
Yeah.
I read a little bit about it because I was trying to figure it out. So it's like they have a body actor, a stunt actor who was
yeah.
actually doing the backflips and stuff. They used.
They credited Mark Hamill, but it didn't sound like old Mark Hamill.
The article that I read was not. They were like hypothesizing, and they were like, I think Mark Hamill came in to do voice acting so that they could see like how he would phrase his words. But then I think they used still like old clips of audio and like remixed them.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
to actually do his lines,
Yeah.
which was weird.
I know there's like a Photoshop for audio, so maybe
Right.
they did something like that with his younger voice.
Right. Yeah. It was interesting. I enjoyed it. It felt very original, which now feels weird to me.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
There was
like,
a
they
moment
did a great job.
where he was to Ahsoka, where he's like, "Am I gonna see you again?" Where I was like, "That's the whiny Skywalker."
right.
That's great. He's still himself.
Right. They kept to the character so good that I was like, he's a little stilted. Like, I don't know. It was funny. I enjoyed it a lot. Seeing him was fantastic. What do you think about... First off, I gotta say, whoever does the concept sketches at the end of the show is better than the costume designer who's actually making these costumes.
Oh, well, I think they're doing it in like a game engine. Like,
is that what it
as
is?
if they were making it for like a video game. They're rendering it and everything.
I mean, whatever, but the designs are different. So like, if you look at in the show, Ahsoka has like this. She just shows up normal outfit.
Yeah.
But in the end credits, she has like this sweet cloak on. She's got like extra belts and things. I was like, that's what I wanted to look like. Put that on.
Yeah.
What happened?
It's pretty great.
Same goes for the chainmail that he had. Like his looked like legit a pile of chains. The one in the B-roll or whatever, I don't know what you would call it, the end credits, looked cool. Like it was like a baby onesie made out of chainmail.
Oh, I don't know if I got that part.
I was like, put that on right now.
Yeah.
What do you think he's going to choose? This is the ultimate question.
Well,
Great
only a
cliffhanger
Sith
ending.
deals in absolutes.
Oh.
So do you have to
what?
choose both? I don't know.
Get out of here.
I think that he's going to choose the Mandalorian armor
You
because
think so?
we know that Ben Solo was Luke's first student, and then all of those folks get slaughtered.
That's a great point.
So I'm assuming they don't want to be like, oh, well, Grogu got slaughtered by Kylo Ren, so this is they're out for that. I think that's what's going to
Does
happen.
that just end it though? Then Luke's like, all right, fine, I'll go find some other students.
Yeah, I guess.
Is it going to end? Is the season finale
He's
going to
not
end
gonna be a Jedi.
with Leia and Han being like, we're prego?
Yeah, they'll be
gonna
like, actually, here's a student for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to
You think
happen.
it is? Oh, I just got
Or
excited.
at least Han. I think Han is in it.
Is it going to be the new Han that played the back in time Han?
I don't know. I think it might be Harrison Ford de-aged or whatever, but I'm not sure. I
don't really know how I
heard
feel
rumors.
about all this deep fake stuff.
it's
I'm not even going to be able to
It's
tell.
kind of creepy at times,
what I'm
but
watching.
definitely cool. I liked that they brought Cad Bane back in because there was a big thing with the end of the Clone Wars where they had drawn a duel between him and Boba Fett. That was going to be episodes, but they never aired. They never made those episodes. So I wonder if we're going to see a duel between Cad Bane and Boba Fett. That's kind of reminiscent of the episodes that never happened.
Oh, I forgot about Cad Bane.
And then, I think they did a really good job with Cad Bane.
I was very satisfied with that.
The makeup obviously isn't as like everything's more elongated in the Clone Wars. So, but they still did a really good job.
Yeah, I mean, we recognize. So I'm watching it with my kids, and they immediately, like, he's a million miles away, and they were like, "Oh, Dad!"
Yeah. And he had like the rocket boots on and everything. It was great.
It was great. They nailed his character. I'm excited to see him in real action, done well. He's a cool character in the cartoons.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to see what he does.
I
could
feel
use
like
a whole series on him.
They do have a lot to do yet in Episode 7 to make Boba Fett be cool in his own show.
Right.
Because I don't think he's been cool yet.
Right. Why didn't they just call this Mandalorian?
He was cool in some of the
I like his
flashbacks.
Right. I like his approach.
Yeah.
I need more.
Yeah. I mean, he was really awesome in Mandalorian season 2. He was just like, shooting, rocket, blast this guy. Just awesome.
Cool head. Yeah.
Gun fu. He just hasn't done that in this season yet.
Hopefully they
want to see it.
They do a good job because I think every Disney show I've watched, there's like a little bit of a lull in the middle where I'm like, okay, I need a little more action. But then that last episode usually ramps it all up. So
yeah, well, I'm expecting a lot. I mean, I'm expecting like a Rancor fight and Cad Bane Boba Fett duel. I don't know how they're all gonna fit it in. And then somehow, the Mandalorian and Grogu join in. The Mandalorian becomes the heir to Mandalore because he's got the Darksaber. He becomes a Jedi. They swap places.
Whoa, what is happening? Excellent. Glad you guys are having fun chatting along with us. We'll be looking forward to watching that episode. Is it Wednesday?
Yeah, this Wednesday. It's exciting.
Cool stuff. Are you playing in the playthrough Thursday? I don't know what it is, but if you come back Thursday night, I'm sure we'll probably be talking about it.
There's a playthrough Thursday night.
That's fun. All right, you guys have a good afternoon. We're going to just walk away from the camera and leave you hanging.
See ya.
See you, bye.